It's time! Night Owl versus the Early Risers, episode Dose. Time to go. Alright, so for those of you that are back to the channel, thank you very much and welcome back. But those of you that are new to the channel, I started this as the last time I did a video, well, maybe 2 times that I did a video. And I have been going to different thrift stores, well, stores, not stores, different thrift stores at night, and then the next morning I will go ahead and do the same thing for all those early risers out there. And let's see who comes out with the better goods. I started this because at Savers on Monday nights, I usually do go to the thrift store based on they put out new clothing and new items. So you can pick it over before Tuesday morning and still get all the deals that you could have gotten Monday morning. And I just don't like to go and sit in all the lines. So I started this and I'm gonna continue it. So let's get into Goodwill. We're gonna come here first today just to see if there's anything, and then we are going to be headed over to Savers for a quick run. Alright, so we are in here, 50% off green. Let's see what is being put out right now, and then take a look at some of the items over here. See what we can find. Alright, yeah, no, this isn't anything worth it. These are even listed, they're not even sold. So you can see. Oh, why is it so blurry? Can you see? Oh, this thing's really blurry. Anyway, this is it's all listed, so we're not gonna get that. Alright, so I just came by over here and I'm gonna pick this up. I actually looked it up already. It's a President CB radio. It looks like super clean. $9.99, but there's no sold listings for this one. A lot of vintage ones. There's a lot of vintage ones that are on here. Don't mind all the racket in the background, but you'll see that these are 120, 198, 135 on this. So I'll post it up here too. I don't know why this camera does not give me a clear. This is the GoPro 9. This does not give me a clear image at all up front. Huh, interesting. Anyway, yeah, so that I'm gonna pick up. Like I said, there's no sold counts for it, but you'll have those as your sold counts for the vintage. And then if you actually look, there are 2 that are listed. This one I'm picking up is 72 and 84. You know, if I even put it for like 40 or 50, I'll quickly flip it and get it out of here. And we'll start where? Let's start here. Let's see what we got. I'm just really looking specifically for green or red because I want to get out of here and go over to Savers, hit that up before we Casual Joe, whopping $2.50. I think I've looked that up before, so I'm not gonna pick it up, but I could be completely wrong and I make mistakes. So if you're perfect, let me know. All right, we're heading out, but I did pick up this. It's just a simple Blackhawks fleece. I probably won't sell it, probably long tail. It'll take a while, but I mean, hockey season's up. It's $5.49, half off, so $2.50. I got that, and then that's for my wife. She needs it for her desk. So, yep, let's go. Stop number 2. Here we go. This is actually the last stop that we're gonna have because it's going to close, and then we're going home and putting the kiddos to bed. So we're off in here. Let's see what we can find. I'm here actually a little earlier than normal just to look in the hard goods section a little bit this time, but let's see what we can get. All right, so I am in here. The first thing that I saw is this little saxophone Santa, being the season and all, it's $7.99, $8 half off, but I am going to pass on that. The larger version, Gemi versions again. Gemi is a great brand for vintage ones. That's the one to go after, but I also did see this Dora hat, so I'm gonna check that out. All right, Dora Santa hat is a bust, but it is pretty cool though still. It was $4.99, so $2.50. There are literally no sold comps, and the ones that are listed are basically not gonna give me any good ROI. All right, don't really see a whole lot. Let's see this. I love nativity scene sets. They sell really, really well. The old, I usually find a bunch of like vintage Sears models, vintage sets. This is interesting. I've never seen this at all. So I'm gonna look it up. $7.99, half, $4. I can't really hear much in there, but it's definitely making some type of sound. So let's see. All right, so I did look it up. There are a bunch of sold comps. I don't know how much you guys can see this. That store, it just was so blurry. I don't understand why, but I'll have to play around with this. But this is $19.99 plus what, $8 shipping, $16.99. Seems like 24. Like I said, Gemi or however you say it is a really good one. I would normally probably pick this up honestly for $4 and flip it, because it usually goes really fast. It's supposed to be narrated, but listen to this thing if you can hear it. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it is definitely not narrating anything. So we are gonna put that back. All right, so I was playing around with this for a little bit. This is a Sanyo compact disc player. That is the stereo integrated amplifier, and there was also the equalizer right here. This one's $4.99. The CD player was $4.99, but the amplifier was $60. I plugged it in, it seemed like it was working, but then I tested out this, the open close on it. It just is not. I'm not gonna take a chance on that. For $60, half off is $30. I probably could get the whole set, maybe like $150, $160 altogether, maybe even more because it's complete. But with that CD player, it's an unknown for me. But while I was doing it though, I did come across this Pioneer VSX 402. I am gonna test it right now just to see if it works, but you guys can see. Let me pull up comps here, but you can see right here that one sold 97 free shipping, 65 20 shipping, 88 38. So I mean, we're gonna pick this up $30, $15. I'll probably put it for $60 and be able to make something off it, but let's go test it. All right, so I got it plugged in. It looks to be all right. It looks pretty good. Everything's here, tuner, CD, they're all coming through. So this looks pretty good, and it's got its original remote. So I'm gonna pick this up and see how it does. But electronics have been flipping really well for me lately. All right, so also they must have been putting some stuff out on the electronic side, because I just picked this up. It is, you see, $6.99, half off, $3.50. It's a Baygen wind up, and this thing like literally winds up as a radio. I don't really know how it works, but it's kind of cool. But these things selling about $60, $60, $44.50 plus $15 shipping on the top one there. So yeah, we're definitely gonna get that one. All right, so I actually just sold this one for $40. I'll post it up on the screen if you guys can see it. But I'm gonna test this out, and if it works, I'm gonna pick this one up. It's $750, $15 over there, but it's Smith Corona. It's just a typewriter, so they still sell. So just be on the lookout for these things. All right, I'm still over here. I'm just, getting this. I might actually get this for me. I mean, it's $750. I need a new tool chest, but I just keep on finding everything here that they just put out. But these, I have no idea what these are. They are super heavy, but I know that piping and pipe connectors like this could bring in some super money. So these are $3. I'm gonna pick them up. I have no idea what they are. I was looking for them for a little bit. If anybody knows what those are, they are about, I don't know, 1.5 inch, but they're 2.5 kilograms. It says 2.5 kilograms on these things. I mean, they are pretty heavy. So anyone that knows it, let me know. I'm gonna continue looking it up, and hopefully I find it. All right, one thing I love are my cables. So I was walking out of the electronics area, found these cables. So these, I'm not sure if these are kind of like a routing type cable for I don't know, for like a sewer line camera or something. Somebody can probably help me out on that. But also that blue one is a actual camera type cable. So 2 cables that I'm going to pick up. They are both $14.99 or $7.50 each. So we'll see what we come of it. But this one alone, I think, was like, it's sold comp out there of like $40 on it. So yeah, let's see what we get. All right, let's see what's on the other side of the electronics. Use that for my son, but I'm not gonna pick it up for $7.50 either. It doesn't scream Christmas gift. You know, some of these bats, you'll have to look them up. I know that this one is not a good one, but there are some out there that are like really sought after, and you should be looking them up because they are great for Chicago League baseball. Actually, you know what? Hold on. All right, so this actually, I know exactly what this is because I've done a lot of electrical work at my condo before. This is the casing for everything. So I know that these are not that cheap. I'm gonna pick it up. I'm not gonna look at it, but I think that these things can run like sometimes over to like $100 or something. So there's the model, Channel Vision model C0119E. It looks like there was some other things in it. Yeah, here you get central grid lift wire manager, and then you also have some casings in here, which is C1311. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna get this. This was $9.99, half off, $5. Oh yeah. All right, so I am thinking about picking this up. It's $7. It's super cool in the back on that, but the other 2 items, I was just kind of shopping around, looking at some of these. This is an LRG for $10.99, $11, so $5.50 there. And then the other one is a FootJoy that is going to be a golf club Scottsdale, so I'd definitely pick it up for another $5.50 there. Okay, so I literally was just walking along, saw this vintage piece. I mean, honestly, the cloth alone, you could feel it. But this is I mean, it's $18, so it's gonna cost me $9. But I have no idea. I'm gonna do some research on this. I think that this is an old, like really old vintage Bauer hockey jersey. I could be completely wrong, but I'm gonna do some digging. I am gonna pick that up, especially if it's, you know, a really nice piece. But yeah, I'll have to do some digging and see what I can find on that. That's pretty flippin' sweet, though, too. For what is that, $4.75? Yeah, they just have so much out today. I feel like I'm gonna be buying up the store. My God. All right, guys. So I am going to be headed out of here. They're closing up pretty shortly. I'm in the shoe section. Gonna take a look at some stuff, but we have so much stuff already. You kind of went through and saw it all, but we got morning still, and I want to make sure you guys get some good footage there too. So hopefully we'll see. I mean, but this night haul is going to be pretty hard to beat for those early birds. So we'll see you then. All right, good morning, YouTube, and we are off. We just dropped off my daughter at her school, so we are headed over to Goodwill. We're gonna do the same thing that we did last video, Goodwill, Salvation Army, because they're literally like a minute from each other. So I am going to hit up those two and then go pick her up. She only does a half day, so gonna go pick her up right afterwards, and let's see what we find. Okay, well, it looks like the music decided to blare once again. So here I am voicing over everything. So welcome to VoiceOver YouTube. Anyway, the half off sticker today was actually orange. So I was actually looking for a lot of orange. The ones that they were putting out were the green stickers. So you can kind of see me looking through this and looking to see if there's anything on the actual electronics shelves. I like to look for DVD recorders. Like I see those Blu-ray signs all the time. So I look for that. But you see that was $24.99. Absolutely not for that, because that is not even a recorder at all. So then I saw this Ever Focus, $24.99, but it was half off. So I decided to go ahead and look it up. So I pulled it up on my phone, and when I did actually look at it, you'll see EDSR right there. I think it was 100 or something. But anyway, I pulled it up on my phone. It was like 45, somewhere 95. But I went into sold listings, and there just were none. So I decided I'm just going to scrap it and put it back. So then I moved on and continued on to look for other electronics in the printers section. Just kind of looking around. I love wires. I think wires are something that is missed by everybody, especially if you find some good, like, gaming wires like Xbox. Those sell pretty well. But I did come across this piece. It looked to be like a control for something. And so I went ahead and looked this up. And so when I actually did look it up, it really wasn't a whole lot. It was $2.99 for the item. And so looking it up, there was some $14.99 sold comps. And it just, for me, it's just not worth it at all. So I decided to go ahead and pass on this. So then I moved myself over to the appliance section. Again, just kind of looking at hard goods and getting some hard goods into the cart. And I was kind of just reaching up for this. So sorry about that, but I was not looking at those items right there. I was actually reaching up to look at the salad bar that was up on top. And the other piece that was up there just to see what the prices were. They were like $19.99. So again, I mean, those were green tags that were just put out, just trying to see if there was anything good. But I did come with this Jocu. I'm not entirely sure exactly what it was for or anything, but I just picked it up. I think the yellow tags, actually, they had put those out the night before. And so I did look this up. It was $12.99 just to see what the prices were. And it was really, really good. But I wanted to make sure all the pieces were in there. So I pulled up that one shot there that you saw and just counted the number of pieces. And so when I went through, I just literally just counted them, making sure that they were all there. And unfortunately, they were not. So I just let it go. So I put it back. And when I kind of moved forward and I looked around, I actually did come across this next piece that was in the middle of the shelf. It was called an Aquasana. And you'll see me pull it out here and see exactly what the model number was. But when I actually had put it into my cart, I noticed it was only $3.99, and so I looked up some of these sold comps that were there. It's basically just a water filtration system for on-demand disposal. But I pulled it up, and open box was like $79. And then there are other items in here that were like 44. There was one that was used, $34.99. So I went ahead and yeah, I picked this one up and looking to sell it. So then I made my way over to the clothing section. I like to just kind of do a quick little search, but like I said, the yellow tags, it looked like that those were all put out actually the night before, and the green tags they were actually putting out that morning. So I just saw some of these things. I thought that that was pretty cool. It was like a vintage jacket. I came across some Under Armour things with the yellow tags, etc. And I always look for logos, and you'll see kind of that hustle shirt, but anything with logos, I'm always looking for. And then I came across this jersey, and this jersey, anything that is, I mean, it did feel really authentic. I'm not sure if it was game worn or not, but it definitely felt real. And so I looked it up, and just to see, you know, who this Schweinsteiger guy was. I didn't know a whole lot about him, but he's been playing since 2004. And there were some really, really nice sold comps. Of course, they were brand new. And I'm assuming that they were game worn jerseys, but I told myself, I was like, you know what? I can at least grab this and make at least $40 to $50. So I definitely picked that up, and yeah, and just to see exactly, you know, what would it actually cost, because it was only, I think, $6.99. Yeah, $6.99. So then I just made it over to kind of the next aisle, and I came into this piece here. I thought it was hilarious for anybody that loved the Storage Wars out there. Yep, as they say. So that was a really cool piece. I didn't pick it up, but I thought it was a really cool piece. All right, so then I moved over into the next aisle where I picked up my next item here. It's a Redhead button-down short-sleeve shirt. Normally, I don't pick up Redhead shirts or anything because they just don't. They're not a huge seller. I mean, you're gonna get like $15, $16 or something for it. But this was a graphic design that had both Plains and America, and those are two popular items across America. And so I went ahead and picked this up because it was only $4.99, and I figured, okay, I can at least list it for $24.99 plus shipping on top of that. And so I think that's a very good profit. I like the 5 to 25 rule for myself, and so I went ahead and picked this up. So then I moved over to the toy aisle, looking at just kind of different games, toys, etc. I didn't really find a whole lot in here, except for this one piece that I did pick up. As for the kids, I figured for Christmas, it's kind of a vintage piece, I think. Maybe, maybe not. I just remember having this as a kid, and you don't see the metal ones at all anymore, and just the plastic ones. So I was like, man, this thing's really cool. So I'm sure one of the kids that I have will enjoy this, if not myself, as you can see. So I went ahead and picked that up, and then we just kind of moved to the front of the store. And then when we got to the front of the store, we actually came across this Merry Christmas Gemmy again. Winnie the Pooh Tigger, I don't know, motion thing that was only $2.99 or $3.99, whatever it was there. And I looked up a bunch of different sold comps on this. It wasn't selling for a whole lot, but at the same point in time, I knew it was Christmas time, and these things do sell really quickly. So I went ahead and picked this up. That was $19.95. You can see the sold comp there, but this was new and it had the tag. So I figured, all right, I'll put it out for $24.95 or $24.99, and let's see if it sells. All right, so we are at the next thrift store. I actually ran into that Goodwill back there after I dropped off everything, because on the way out I saw this Gemmy snowman. It's a really sought after snowman. I'll post it up here. But yeah, it is definitely something to be on the lookout for. I didn't pick it up because it was all dirty. Just too much time. It would be way too time consuming and everything. So we are at our next place. Salvation Army, let's go. Hey. We're ready to go. All right, so I came across the coats. This is kind of a cool piece. It's a Ralph Lauren corduroy pea coat with some cool little button type, I don't know, antler things. It's $14.99. I'm gonna pass on it. Somebody may pick it up, but I'm just gonna pass on it because this thing can range from like 9 to 60. So I don't have a really good spot on it, so I'm just gonna let it go and see if it comes down, if it's half off the next time we're here or something like that. So it's just not worth it for me right now. So I already went through like most of that. I just didn't find anything that was like crazy good either. So I don't know, I'm just not really hitting anything here. So we might end up with nothing, but what's that? Macintosh, New England, $9.99. I'll take a look at that. But if we do, oh well. I just need to get out to go pick up my daughter. Alright, more coats, more coats, more coats. Lots more coats. They actually, at the store, they usually have a lot of cool vintage coats. Like, this is really cool. But $15.99, something I'm not gonna pick up. New Balance. Just nothing that's really catching my eye. Oh, except for this bad boy. Oh, look what they did to it. Wait, is that supposed to be like that? I'm so confused. Is that supposed to be white or pink? I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be white. For 19 though. I don't know, that looks like it's natural pink. No. Nope, there's the dye stream. That's great. That would have been a great piece. Not for $18.99 again. It's just not something I want. This is cool though. Belarus. How much is this? $7.99. Yeah, I might pick this up. Let me look it up. Alright, so when I looked it up, there's nothing like really out there. There's just this green one that's for $64.99 again. Sorry for the video. I don't understand why it's not picking up or focusing on this. That's the GoPro 9. So if anybody has any comments on it, let me know. But yeah, that's $64.99. So I am definitely gonna get this. Like I said, it's $7.99. It's a sweet piece. You can look on it right there. I mean, it's just really, really cool. And it's got this on it. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to pick it up. Make sure the zipper is there. And it is. So, yeah, we're going to get this. All right, so welcome back. We are back at the homestead, and we have laid out everything from last night as well as this morning. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the things that we got. So first on our list from last night are these wires and this cable. So one's a camera, the blue one's like a camera cable. The other one was a, I think a speaker cable. What I looked up and what I saw was a Belden shielded cable for that. That should go for about $26 plus like $8 shipping. So, and that was, each of these were $7.50 each. They're $14.99, but it's half off Monday for savers. So, that's kind of why we do this at night and get everything for half off at night. But each of those will probably go for anywhere between 26 to, I'd say, 35. So I think the blue one will actually go closer to 35. The black one there will go for 26. Then we got the President CB radio there. The CB radio that we have and everything that's out there, it looks like those should be going for around $30 to $40. So we paid $9.99 for that one. This is a Smith Corona memory typewriter, $14.99, again $7.50, which we just sold one for $39.99, but this has extra ink. It's got the lid to it, so I'm gonna list this a little higher, I think around 45, and make sure that Okay, well, my battery just died, so the next one that we have, though, hopefully this is the next one that is on there, but the next one we bought this for $30, half off again for 15. It's a Pioneer VSX 402, and that should probably go a little bit closer to the 45 to 55 range. I'm hoping for a little bit more, but I mean, when I total this all up, I'm gonna use the bottom numbers that I'm saying here, so you guys can see a little bit what we have. These items, I still don't even know what they are. They were $3 each, so $6 total. I just know pipe fittings sometimes can be really, really expensive, especially for custom ones like that. So yeah, I bought those. Then the next item is this. I didn't take it out of the box because it is brand new. I showed it at the store real quick, and there was some brand new items in there. I only priced the actual wiring cage. So the model C0119E Channel Vision. It is actually like a wiring enclosure, and I only knew that because I finished my basement one time, and so I knew exactly what that was. And those usually typically go for like 60, I think. This one and this particular model, I looked it up. It was only going for like 45, brand new, and this is brand new. So I'll look to list it for brand new. I'm gonna open it up and see exactly how it is and make sure that everything's you know good. But it's an enclosure. Yeah, I mean. Nothing's gonna go wrong with it. So I'm gonna get that, and I think that there are some like other enclosure like the wiring enclosures, etc. So I'll take a look at that, but we're gonna put that as our total for 45 on that. And then going through the clothing, I got this FootJoy. It is a Scottsdale club. I love getting logo golf club type clothing. It sells really well for me, so that's 30. And what I'll be listing as 30. This LRG coat, this was a huge range, honestly. I mean, it could go anywhere from like 25 to like 65. It just depends on the type of coat. And this one had a really cool design to it, with the fade and everything, from the teal all the way to the the rose or pink there. So I'm gonna put that actually at 30 on that. And then finally, the last part, or two things. One was that Baygen radio. This Baygen radio that you see here, it's like a wind-up radio, and I only got it for $350, but that thing should go closer to like $40. So that was a really good pickup. And then the last thing is this Bauer, I think, jersey. I got to do some major research into it. But you're gonna see that it was $18, $9 half off, and I'm gonna see exactly what we can get for it. So that's kind of like the unknown portion of it. The total out of all of this added up here, everything here that you see is going to be approximately $291, and everything that I bought here was a total of $73.10 when I checked out. This morning, everything that we have here, and I'm gonna take that receipt off. If you saw that, great, whatever. I was just grabbing the receipt to see how much I paid on it. But everything here is from the Savers and Goodwill that we went to this morning. There wasn't a whole lot that I actually did find. I mean, the hard goods was kind of a little dull. Honestly, everything was kind of a little light. I did get some clothing items, and so the first one and the first clothing item that we have is going to be that Tommy Hilfiger right here. This was half off, so all the orange tags were half off today. It's a really nice, honestly, button-up quarter sweater, and it's got like pockets on it and everything, but that was $350 only, and I'm looking probably to get about 28 to 35. It might be more, actually, just because it's in such great condition. And I mean, it's just got some really nice prints on it and stuff. And yeah, I mean, like the padded elbow here, everything's in really nice condition on it. This one is a Climate Warm Adidas Notre Dame hoodie. This one was $9.99. The only reason I picked it up was half off, but then I just noticed that these are out. So that kind of stinks. I know I can pull up some strings and pull them around and everything, and get them in there. But once I do that, it'll be about 25 to 35 on that one. And then finally the redhead that we bought. I was pointing it out. I know I couldn't actually speak there because of the music and everything, but the only reason I got this was the print on it. Planes are huge collector's items, and so I saw that as well as the American flag, and I was like, man, somebody's gonna love this. So there are some sold comps, some of them even all the way up to like $40. So I'm gonna probably list this around 25 to 30. Normally I would not get this, just so everyone knows. I would normally not get this, but it was in great condition here. Everything was really cool on the prints, especially with plane. There's tons and tons of plane collectors, so made sure to just pick that up, and should be a nice flip. And everything that I'm talking about here too, all of this stuff I will have shipping prices with it, so I'm just giving you just the price and not the price with shipping. This one is an Adidas German, I believe, yeah, Germany. I don't know if this is a game worn jersey or not. It's definitely I mean, it definitely feels like it, though everything around it. But I couldn't tell. But this is what it is, a Schweinsteiger. And so you saw some of the comps that I looked at. Some were, even over 250, 300 on some of them. I'm gonna look more at this. So this one, as well as the Bauer item that was over there, these are the unknowns that I'm not gonna be included in this. But I will see exactly how much this is and then get it listed. But that one was way too good to pass up. And then finally, the last piece of clothing item was this Belarus jacket. Really cool logo and everything on it. Cool stitching. Awesome on the side with it, and then on the back was super cool. It just, it just says it's classic Belarus. So another cool soccer pickup, which is bizarro at this point in time in the year with, I don't know, everything in Chicago, but hey, that's what that store brings us sometimes. And then there is the Winnie Pooh and Tigger. It was actually with tags. I love to pick up these ever since my mass buy of all these items, and I got a huge buy and a huge lot of like all these, I don't even know what they're called. They're really gemmy, most of them, and they're like play, and they move around and everything like that. But these items around the holidays sell like crazy. And I picked up a bin for like $10 of all these vintage ones from this lady's mom. Basically, this lady's mom wanted them all gone, so she gave me the whole bin for $10. And I just sold through them at 20, 30, 45, all these different pieces around it. So picked that up for, I think it was $2.99. Was it $2.99? Let's look. Yeah, it was $2.99. And so that, I mean, it's not going to bring in crazy money. I'll put it out for like 18 plus shipping, but it's a really cool, quick item that kind of flips for me around the holidays. And then the last one is this Aquasana. It was only $3.99, so I picked it up. There weren't a lot of sold comps, so that might be a little long tail on it. But that should go also for $30 to $40. So the total amount for all of these items, including the Belarus jacket, this one was $8. So the total for this is about $40 approximately. This was $31 for the Goodwill trip, plus the $8 plus tax. So around, let's say $40 for it all. And so that is going to be bringing me in approximately $198. So I did not include this jersey in the totals of $198, and I did not include this jersey for the totals of $291. So looking at those two items, it's kind of an unknown. I mean, this could be $150. I mean, really throw it out, and that could be zero for whoever knows. But these are the two items that were the unknowns. Today, though, I will have to say that the Night Owl has taken over the title, and the early bird loses for today. All right, everybody. Well, that concludes today's video, and it looks like the Night Owl has taken over the title. So we will do this again. Like I said, I'm going to try and do this every week. If I don't hit a week, I'm sorry. I just have work and other things to do. So if you did like this video, though, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. Subscribe and turn on those notifications. It helps me out a ton as I'm just kicking off these videos, and would love to get my channel out there to help out everybody. So like I said, the Night Owl has won, and until next time, another day, another dollar, and we will see you then. Take care, everybody.